Hello and welcome to part 2 of this sewing vlog. I hope you enjoyed part 1, and if you haven't seen part 1, make sure to go watch it first. We cut out this beautiful fabric that I found secondhand, and just to recap, this dress is called the Mellow Dress. I will be releasing the sewing pattern very soon, so make sure to be following me on all my socials to know when it's available. So let's get into part 2 of this vlog. Hello, I could not remember for the life of me when the last time was that I sewed, and I'm gonna sew it today, so looking forward to it. But I thought I'd try on the dress as is, and this is her. I've also still got my pants on because it's quite cold. This is her. She's obviously still a bit stiff because she hasn't like been hung out to like drop, so she's just been sitting on my table, so she's still a bit stiff. Obviously need the bias binding and that's all, but how cute, like I die. I'm holding this because obviously this is going to be like attached, but right now it's like this. Like, isn't that the cutest? I'm really happy. I'm gonna see how much I can do of the bias today. Filming stuff for TikTok, so it's a very slow process. Like literally all I have to do is sew the bias on these 3 spots, but it's gonna take me a couple of days because I have to film other stuff to go along with it. So yeah, but all right, so I've just pinned the bias around the wearer's right armhole, which is the complete sides. Pinned it all the way around. I think it looks really cute. Left my tails, and then I'm gonna stitch those together. Like I'm gonna sew from about here and go all the way around to about there, so leaving a bit of a gap, and then I sew these 2 ends together on a diagonal seam just so it fits a lot neater, and then I finish off that gap. It's a bit hard to explain, so I guess you'll just have to watch and see. No. Oh, the bobbin literally just ran out. Oh my god. Oh. I'm going to do my best to explain this. So this is the armhole, and this is the little gap that I've left with my bias tails. So all I do is, you want to make the bias the same length as the armhole, so you just got to get this little length bit right. So I pick the side seam as my like match up point where I mark on each tail, and I just use a pin. You can use like a marker. So my side seam is literally where my pin is sticking into the fabric, and I just like stick it in like that to my bias just so it's hanging there, and then I do the same to the other side. I line it up so it sits good there, and then the side seam is there, so I pin it and then I take it out so it's just hanging there like that. Now what you have to do is put these bias tails right side together, so the right side is the underside, not this bit. So right sides together, but also, oh, I can't remember what the word is, but like they need to be like, is it perpendicular? I can't remember, you'll see anyway. So what I do is twist these around, and I want these points to match back up, so they want to be right on top of each other. You can see that one is just there, and then this one is here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take this pin out, the top one out, and because I can still see its little hole, I'm going to stick this bottom one's pin in the hole, and then that'll match it up perfectly where it needs to be. Then you just need to open up these bias tails. Oh, I don't know if you can see any of this, it's such a shambles. And pin it flat. Just make sure the bias tails are unfolded. That's what it looks like, just the crossing over like that. Sorry, it's really hard to see. They're crossing over like that. And then what we're going to do, so this is our marker, this random pin that's sticking up here. We're going to sew from that corner to this corner. Sorry if that was confusing, but here it is from my POV. So again, we're going to sew from that corner to that corner on a diagonal. And then you'll trim the bias, and it should sit perfectly along the gap. that's what it looks like. Cut these threads off. And then should... Oh, what do you want, Daniel? Christ.
Brother.
What do you want? I don't know if anyone else's boyfriend annoys them when they're sewing, but Daniel loves to come annoy me. Not that it's annoying, it's just like, he just like comes in every like, I don't know, like 15 minutes to be like, hey. I'm just like, I'm busy. No, okay. Back to what I was up to. That's the stitch we just made. And then we're gonna trim those tails really short, but I just wanna make sure that this fits perfectly. And it does. I don't know if you can tell, but see how there's no like big gaping gap? Like this bias now fits the armhole circumference. So let's cut these tails. And then we're gonna press that open. And then when we readjust all these fold lines, I'll trim that little triangle off too. Just ignore it for now, but yeah, so I'll sew that gap and then we'll be able to do the rest of, because that'll be sewn there and then it'll fold around and then it'll be like that where you can't even see it. That was probably the worst demonstration ever, but you get my drift. Perfect. The bias is fully attached now. That's the diagonal seam that we just did, what we did before, and then I just sewed the gap closed. Bias is now on the armhole and I just have to sew the other side. Fold these inwards and around and sew the other side. Looking good. We have pinned the bias on the right side, folded it all over. It looks really cute. Hey, it actually kind of lines up there. Not really, but so that's that side done. And I'm just gonna sew it now. And then I'm gonna press it so it's nice and flat. Very important. Alright, so this is where we're up to. I've just pressed my bias. Look how flippin' good it looks. I'm like so happy with that. All I have to do is sew, or trim these long bits and sew bias on those raw edges there. So that's all I have to do and then attach the buttons and everything. Ooh, making so much progress today, which has been really good. If you can hear Roberto, just ignore that, but this is where we got up to. I've decided I'm going to stop because the sunlight has now gone. It doesn't look very dark in here, but trust me, it's dark. So that's where we got up to. Very good, I would say, considering I was doing other shit as well. Oh, I'm very happy. I'm so hungry too. It's 2:30 and I haven't eaten. I think I've had a banana all day. It's not good. Not good at all. I'm going to try and make time for this tomorrow because tomorrow is my freelance day, so I do have time, but I also have other things I need to do, so we'll see, but I'm going to make myself do it. So I'll see you tomorrow. I'm back, it's the next day, and I've just realised that I've never cut the seam allowance off the where is back shoulder edge bit. If you buy the pattern, you'll understand what I'm talking about, so I'm just going to mark that off now and then trim it because because if I don't trim it, it'll be too long. I guess you could keep it if you wanted an overlap. You just have to adjust where you put your buttons. I'm fine with mine just sitting quite flush next to each other. That's that. It's also quite a gloomy day today, so I'm not going to have great light in here, which is like fine, but it would be better if it was a bit sunnier. Actually, I might film this on my phone. BRB. Okay, it's good enough. Okay, now to actually cut back where I marked it to cut off the seam allowance. Cool. Now I've got leftover bias that I'm going to attach onto these raw edges. I just fucking realized that I've actually missed a step. It's fine because I haven't like sewn it. You would have just watched me pin this down like this. I've actually got to fold in the edges. I don't know why. I just forget to do shit like that when I'm filming. I'm concentrating on filming instead of actually what I'm doing. So I'm gonna have to refilm. It's really not that big of a deal. Let's go. So this is her. We'll obviously sew across there, and same for the back. And then that'll be done. Well, I need to hand stitch the buttons like I said, but how cute. It's looking good. I did do some basting stitches so it's a bit neater, and it'll sit on the body like that with some thread chains and buttons, which that is the second last step. Probably gonna finish here for today. And oh, I don't know, maybe what's the time? It's 11 o'clock. Oh my god, Daniel's just sent me a message about some spelling mistake or something. Look at these messages he sends me. Oh, if I've actually got a spelling mistake, that's so frustrating. What is it? I'm dyslexic, so I literally cannot. When you actually have to pre-wash, iron and cut out fabric to sew a garment. That makes sense. Oh, he means in the caption it says see instead of so. Seeing. So it autocorrects. It wasn't my fault. It autocorrects. At least it wasn't actually in the video text. I'm fine with it being in the caption, so that's fine. So yeah, I might sew the rest of these buttons and thread chains. I'll see how I go. Basically done, which is great. I'm very tired. It's been a long process. I have finally got some time today to finish off this dress, and my only problem is that I need to decide what buttons I'm going to use for the shoulder closure. So I've just got white buttons. Oh, we've got these like clear or transparent ones. They don't have like they're like a shank. I don't know if you can see them at all, but they've got a little shank on them. It's either those ones or these ones. I think I like the white ones better just because they're a bit more like cleaner. Yeah, I'm gonna go with these ones. Cool. I've got my laptop here to make sure I'm doing everything step by step so I know it's correct, but I'm just gonna thread my needle and then I'm gonna sew my buttons on first, and then I'll do the loops afterwards. Also, I've got majority of the people into the pattern test. There's still a few I'm waiting on, but this morning when I woke up, I had a lot of messages from people being like, the link is expired, because for some reason on Facebook, when you share a private Facebook group, the link only lasts like 12 hours or until like 20 people have clicked it, and obviously I'm having more than 20 people in my pattern tester group, so I'm gonna have to give them an updated link. But it's just like, it's so annoying because obviously the first 20 people get in and then everyone after that is like, what the fuck, the link's not working. So I had to be like, just let me know if the link's not working. I'll send you an updated one. So this morning I woke up to a lot of messages. But yeah, I think there's like 30 people in the group now. I think I'm still waiting on a few more, maybe 5 to 10, I think. I can't remember. I'm just gonna throw these buttons on. All right, jump scare we've done. We have just sewn on 2. Look how cute they look. I'm happy I went with these white ones. They look nice. So I'm just going to sew one more, obviously there in that gap. And then we're going to do the loops on this side. I don't even know why I'm explaining all this. It's not a tutorial, but anyway. Do the loops on this side and then they will connect. Oh, this is hard to do left-handed and with one hand only like that. How cute is that? I'm gonna sew the thread loops. I can't remember what they're exactly called. I think they're thread loops. I always forget. But yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna sew them off camera because they're really easy, but I just like to be able to focus on them fully to make sure they're in the right position, they're the right size. So I'll show you when it's done. Oh my god, I've just finished sewing the buttons and loop chains. Oh wait, fuck, what is it actually called? Let me check that. I forget what I've called it. Oh, I'm pretty sure they're changed. Thread chains? Yeah, thread chain. Well, I've finished sewing them. Look how cute that looks. I'm obviously gonna go try this on right now. Oh my god, guys. I'm obsessed. Also, just before I show you, just remember this has been laying flat on my desk for a while, so it looks a bit stiff. So once it like drops when it's been hanging, because I still need to do the hem, it'll drop a little bit and I'll steam it so it's nice. But this is, okay, ignore that I'm in my dirty bathroom, but here, how cute. Oh my god, my battery's flashing. Oh, you're gonna die soon, but let me try and show you. I love, oh my god. Oh my god, I love the colour. I'm not a colourful person, but this is just like, oh, I love. Oh my god, ignore the toilet paper. I'm obsessed, I'm obsessed. I've just been playing around on TikTok while I make this dress, and I've just finished the TikTok finally, and it literally took me so many goes to get the last clip because it just like, I'm not good at transitions and that's what I was trying to do. So I'll show you and you can tell me what you think. I'll probably have to cut the audio. Okay, so
thank you, baby.
yeah, so that's what I've been working on. That last clip where I like put my hand over and I swipe and I'm wearing the dress. Literally, I was standing in the corner over there for so long filming it. It's ridiculous. I think it took me an hour just to do that one little clip. Yet now I'm gonna finish sewing the dress, which is just the hem. It didn't, and I wasn't really expecting it to anyway. The hem didn't drop very much. It did a little bit at the back, but you can see how it's a little bit longer. But that doesn't really bother me because, like, I don't know, it's the back. So I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna leave it as is and hem. And yeah, then it'll be done. And I'm going to dinner tonight, taking Daniel out because it was his birthday. Jeez. Yeah, it was Daniel's birthday during the week, so I'm taking him out tonight. I was thinking of wearing this, but I don't want to get it dirty before I get any pictures, so I don't think I'll actually be able to wear it. Oh, I really want to. I don't want to risk getting like a stain or something on it, so I probably won't. Just gonna do the hem, which is so exciting. And just like that, the mellow dress is done. I'm obviously gonna try it on, even though I've just done the hem, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna put it on. Again, how cute. I'm obsessed. I was thinking I might, because I want to get some photos, might even do a call out on my Instagram, see if any Brisbane photographers want to collab tomorrow maybe. See how we go, but yeah. Let me put it on and show you the final product, I guess. Cute. My head is cut off, but you get the deal, honey. Like, I just feel so cute. It's so comfy. I can just imagine in summer, like when it's ridiculously hot and I'm just wearing this. Oh, I'm definitely gonna make, well, I've got to make one for the tutorial, but I'm definitely gonna make a black one and maybe a white one and maybe like a green one, maybe like every color under the sun. Button, neckline. I'm dying. Okay, well, I guess that's the end of this video. And thank you so much for watching this sewing vlog. I haven't done a dedicated like sewing vlog in so long, so this was kind of fun. I'm assuming it's long because I did film a lot of stuff. So if you made it all the way to the end, leave the fairy emoji. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. And just to update you, currently the mellow dress is in pattern testing. It's only just started, so I haven't got any feedback yet, but it will be coming out shortly. So when it is released, I'll link it in the description box. So check the description box if you want to make the mellow dress. It might be linked below. Also check my website because it'll obviously be on my website if it's available. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.